So in this project, we shall going to build an enterprise forecasting and commercial intelligence platform using Excel and Power BI. So first of all, let's understand the business context of this project. So this is the business context of our project. So we have the company Flamingo, which supplies fresh fruits, vegetable and flowers to major retailer such as Tesco and M&S. So these are basically the retailer that our farm Flamingo normally supplies the products to. So every week, customer forecasts arrive from multiple retailer in different Excel file. Historical order coming from the ERP system, and then we have market data coming from these market intelligence platform. These are Kantar, and all these are just market intelligence platform that help us to come up with the market data. And then you have service level data is maintained separately, and then you have price and promotional trackers are updated independently. So the commercial team spend hours every week manually consolidating the spreadsheet before producing the reports. So management want a centralized forecasting platform that provide a single source of truth for demand planning, commercial reporting, and executive decision making. So basically here, Flamingo, they have a problem and they want to sort. So let's try to understand the business, also the business problem. So here, the organization receive customer forecast, historical orders, market data, promotion, and service level information from multiple sources, and all are maintained in separate Excel files and formats. This fragmented process requires significant manual consolidation each week, resulting in inconsistent forecasting and limited visibility into forecast accuracy and service level, and difficult measuring the impacts of promotion and seasonality. So without a centralized forecasting model or executive reporting, management struggle to make timely data-driven decision on customer performance, SKU demand, and commercial reporting. So let's break this problem into, let's just make this problem into simpler form. So here we have this company called Flamingo. This company called Flamingo. So Flamingo is selling its produce to clients. So clients here we have the Tesco. We have Tesco, and the other one is M&S client, the Flamingo's client. So these are the Flamingo's client. So this client, they normally, they normally send forecast each and every week to the Flamingo. So let's just say here we have here we have week 1, and here we have week 2. So before end of week 1, these clients, they normally send forecast to the Flamingo. So they send customer, they send forecast to the Flamingo. Forecast. So let me use this. So before end, they send forecast, and So they normally send forecast for the following week. So for example, let's say for example this week they can send a forecast of, let's say, 10 units of products. So that means it's more of like Flamingo will, it's more of like they will tell Flamingo to prepare 10 number of units for next week, for next week. So they request the number of units, and then Flamingo prepare for the same number of units. So so they request, so the week 2, so they, it's more of like they estimate the amount of units they're going to require in week 2, and then they send that forecast to Flamingo. So here Flamingo will also, so Flamingo here, since this Flamingo is the company for producing the products, so let's say they will also produce 10 products depending on the whatever their clients they've let's say estimated the number of produce they will need in the following week. But the problem comes in where, let's say now we are in week 2. Now in week 2 now is where now they will request or make the actual order. So here they will make the actual order. So let's write here actual order. So let's say the actual order, after week in week 2, the actual order, let's say the customer of Tesco demanded, let's say 15 units. And remember, in week 1, the end of week 1, they told Flamingo to prepare for 10 produce. They estimated the number of produce they will need in week 2. But when the week 2 reaches, you can see the demand of products went high and the actual orders was 15. So that means Flamingo here, they've prepared only 10 units, because the 10 units was the forecast of their customers, but the actual order is 15. So that means there'll be a difference of 5 products. So that means there'll be a difference of 5 products. So there'll be 15 being the actual order minus the 10 being the forecast. So that means there'll be 5 shortage units. Let's just say this shortage, there'll be a shortage of 5 units. Yes, so we can put it. Yeah. So that's one scenario. And also there's another scenario where the Flamingo's customer, they forecasted 10, but the actual demand might be, let's say 8 units. So remember, they told Flamingo to prepare 10 units, but the actual demand is 8 units. So that means there'll be, so you'll take 10 minus 8. So this one will be, so that means Flamingo will have two extra 2 extra units, 2 extra, 2 extra units. So we have 2 extra units here. So you see, like the forecast these customers they make, they normally is normally not accurate. Sometimes it's overestimated, sometimes it's underestimated. So for example, when the units is overestimated, so let's see the problems that come with the when the units are overestimated. So one of the problem like of overestimated units, one of them being something like there will be so one of the problem is there'll be product waste. Since for example this one, the forecast is overestimated than the actual value, so that means this extra units there will be wastage. So wastage of products, wastage of products, the extra one, and then second also there'll be the excess inventory. Another one of the problem is this one will increase cost, the production cost, increased production cost, and this will be, automatically reduce their profitability. So just write reduce profitability, and so forth. So these are some of the problems that come as a result of overestimated forecast. Now let's see the problem that come as a result of underestimated forecast. Underestimated forecasts. So one of the problem of when we underestimate the forecast, so we predicted 10 and the actual demand became 15, so that means there'll be a shortage of units. So one of the problem is there'll be loss of the customer will not fully, customer order cannot be fully fulfilled. Customer let's call it dissatisfaction. Customer orders not fully fulfilled. That's number one. Number two, this also this one will also lower the service level. The customer demands 15 units and you only have 10 units, so that means you will have not provided your service to the required level. So this one lowers service level. And then number three of underestimated is that there'll be loss of sales. So for example, if the customer forecasted 10 and you've provided 10 units and there's some 5, Flamingo prepared 10 and provided the 10 units, so that means it doesn't have the extra 5 to provide to the customer. So this customer will opt for competitors of Flamingo and get these 5. So that means Flamingo will lose the sales of these 5 extra, these 5 units. So there will be loss of lost sales. So these are some of the problem that will come as a result of inaccurate forecasts that are made by the customer. So Flamingo now needs someone who will come and solve this problem, so that there'll be few, or there'll be less of estimation and less underestimation of forecast. So they want someone who will come and improve the forecast accuracy. So the problem here is, the solution here is improving the forecast accuracy. So this is now the work of analyst. They want analysts who will come and improve the accuracy of forecast. So here, as an analyst, first of all, you need to understand some few things. You need to understand what really affect this forecast. What really affect this forecast? What makes this forecast to be to have the, like, what really affect this forecast? So let's discuss the factors that affect the forecast. So one of the factors is, so for example, so let's just write here factors. So one of the factors that affect this forecast is, for example, promotion. So for example, promotion. So the customer can make, for example, the estimated value, but if, for example, in this week there's a promotion, that means the sales demand of that produce will be higher. There'll be the produce there'll be more demand of produce in this week if there's a promotion. So one of the factor is promotion. And then another factor here is market price. Market price. So market price, for example, let's say, for example, here we have the Flamingo. Here we have the Flamingo. Let's say we have the Flamingo, and let's say we have the competitor A, competitor 1, and competitor 2. So let's say the average market price of our product is, let's say 5. Let's say 5. So this is the average market price. So let's say, for example, Flamingo is selling the same product at 7 shilling, and competitor A is selling at, let's say, 4 shilling, and competitor 2 is selling it at, let's say, 5 shilling. So that means this customer, they will likely selling more produce from these competitors, the Flamingo's competitor, than the Flamingo, because Flamingo is selling its produce at a market price greater than the average price. So that's one of the factors. And then another factor is seasonal. Season. So season, for example, market demand of produce normally varies depending on the season. For example, some products, they have demand in December than in, let's say, in January. So the demand of this product, they vary depending on the, let's say, month or season. So you will also need to put into consideration this season when you are calculating the forecast. So that's 3. And then 4, we can also put into consideration the historical actual order. Historical actual order of this customer, of these orders. So what does this mean? Historical orders is where, for example, we can use the historical order data to find the estimation accuracy of this customer. So for example, when customer is so let's say we have week 1 here, week 1, and then we have week 2, and then we have week 3, and let's say have week 4. So week 1 here, this customer, the actual, the forecast. So let's say here we have the forecast. So here we have the forecast, and here we have the actual order. So let's say week 1 here. So week 1 here, the forecast was, let's say, 20, and the actual order was, let's say, the actual order was 22. And then week 2 here, the actual order, the forecast order, let's say, was 22, the forecast order was 22, and the actual order was 24. And let's say week 3, the actual order, let's say the forecast order, let's say he put 30, and the actual order here was maybe 32, something like that. So that means if you look at the sequence of this, the forecast and actual order, you can see here there's a difference of 2. Here there's a difference of also 2, and here there's a difference of 2. So that means, let's say if this customer requested 40 units, that means we can add two products, two extra products, because we have seen the sequence of whatever he's forecasting, whatever he's, I mean, the estimated value is normally there's two extra actual orders. So for that, we can decide to prepare 40, 42. So we're going to add 2. So this one will automatically going to give us the estimation of 42. So we have used the historical actual orders to come up with this. So whenever when for example requested 40 units, instead of us preparing exact 40 units, we can decide to prepare 42, so that it's more of like we are trying to protect the problem of shortage, the underestimated forecast problems. So I think this one is very clear. So these are some of the factors that affect the forecast, the customer forecast. So when we want to come up with a corrected customer forecast, let's say corrected customer forecasts, or we can maybe call it predicted. So predicted actual order we will have to include, will come from the, after consideration of all these factors. So for us to get the predicted actual order, we will need different data. We'll have the data first, the data for the forecast itself. So one of the data set will be customer forecast, we will need customer forecast data, and then we will also going to need price and promotional, let's say promotional data, price and promotion data, and then another data that we will need to come up with this predicted actual order will be market price. So market price will come as a result from the market, let's say market data, and then we're also going to also need the seasonal data, the performance, the season performance data, where we shall going to understand how different months they perform in terms of demanding the produce. So we'll also need season data. So let's call it seasonal data. So which we call it overlay assumption. And then we're also going to need the historical data, the actual historical orders, actual orders, historical actual orders. So data. So we're also going to need, so for us to get the predicted actual order, we need to consider all this data: the promotion, the market data, the season data, and the historical actual data. On top of that, also we will also need, there's some other tables that will also, they are very important when we calculating this predicted actual order. So some of this data is, so let's say, so some of them is product data, product data, product data. So product data is basically the table that contain all the products details that the flamingo is producing. And then we're going to have the table that contain the details of the customer that flamingo is dealing with. So this one we're going to call it customers data, customers data or table, customers data or product or table. And then also you will need a date table, table specifically for dates. So 8, we're going to have dates table, dates, date, let's say table, or sometimes we call it calendar table, calendar table. So we shall going to find all these tables and we put them into a single table. So basically we shall going to join these tables and then we put them into a big table, So this table is what we call the master forecast model. This table is what we call the master forecast model. Master forecast model. And then after that we shall now going to pull this large table. We shall going to pull this large table, let's call it large table for easy understanding. We shall going to pull this large table into Power BI. So we shall going to take it to Power BI. So we shall going to take this to Power BI. And Power BI, and we start building the, so we'll start building the dashboard. We will build the dashboards, and also from the dashboard we can get insights, and from the insights we can generate recommendations, and then this recommendation, the better decision. better decision. Yeah, better decision. So first of all, we will have to find where these data are located: the forecast data, the price and promotion data, the market data, the seasonal data, the historical data, and these are the two extra data that are also very important for us to get. So this one, they will help us to come up with a predicted actual value, and we shall going to build we shall going to join all this table into this master forecast model, and then we shall going to take it to Power BI and build the dashboard and insights. And from the insights, we can have recommendation, and eventually we shall going to have the better decision for our company. So let's find this data. So here, for example, so let's start with this customer forecast data. So here on my file explorer, I have the data for the customer forecast data. So this is just a folder. So if you open it, you'll find the customer forecast for week 1, customer forecast for week 2. So this data, they are data of each and every week. So we want to append or combine this data of these 2 weeks into a single table, and then we put them into a single Excel workbook. So remember, all this data, we will put them into a single Excel workbook. So let's open the Excel workbook. So come to Excel, just open Excel. So let's just open Excel here. So this is the workbook. So this is the workbook where we will going to take all this data. We shall going to take all this data into this single into this single Excel workbook. And from this Excel workbook, we shall going to build the master forecast model. So let's start with bringing the customer forecast data. So just come to data, come to get data, and then so my data is in folder. So come to folder, from folder, and then you'll select I see download. So you select for this, let's start with the customer forecast folder, and then you click on open. After this, you come to transform data, and then after this, we will only remain with this name and content. The rest we shall going to delete all of them. So just select the name and the content, and then you right click, you say remove other columns, and then after this, come to add column, come to custom, and then here write Excel equal to Excel workbook into bracket content. You close the bracket, and then you click on OK. After clicking on OK, expand this, and then you untick here, and then you click on OK. And then you'll come to custom here, come to custom, come to custom, come to kind, and then we are only interested with the table. So untick sheet, untick defined name, and then you click on OK. Here also we will only be interested with name and data. So just select, so this is basically the name of our table or our file, and this is the data within that particular file. So just select this, and then also you select the data, and then you right click, you remove other columns. So we remain with this, so let's expand it. And then you click on OK. So the table will automatically be combined. So as you can see here, we have the table for week one, and then you will reach a point where, yeah, so week one ends here, and then you have week two here. So as you can see, we have the table combined here. So after this, now you will check the data type. So let's start with this. So this also, we can just decide to remove this name of the table. Yeah, we can decide to remove the name of the table after we have confirmed that we have joined the table in the right way. So we can decide to remove. So just right click and then click on remove, and then we remain with the data now. So data, we're going to change the data type. So for example, customer, this is a text data type, so you'll simply change to text. So you'll see the ABCD. So this is a sign of text data type. And then here I think it's okay because there's a combination of text and numeric. So this one is okay. This one is a data type, data type. So you'll have to change to date. And then forecast, this is a numeric, so you'll have to change it to whole number. So in terms of the data type, this one is okay. So after that, you will come to home, you close and load to the Excel workbook. So the data will land in this workbook. Yeah, so we have our data here for customer forecast folder. Customer forecast folder. Now let's bring another data for our case. Now let's try to bring promotion, price and promotional data. So come to, and then come to data, and then get data file, a folder, promotion data. So here I have the promotional data, and then click on open. You also remain with only this and this. So come to transform data, then so you remove the other tables. So control, and then you select this, and then you right click, remove other columns. So we remain with this. You'll come to also add column, right custom, and then here write Excel workbook into bracket content, and then you'll come to OK. After that, now you'll expand to this. You will untick this one, original column as prefix, and then you'll click on OK. And then you'll come to kind. And then you untick sheet, and then you click on OK. And then here we are only interested with the name and the data. Right click, and then you remove the other columns. After this, now expand it, and then you join it, and then you click OK. So we have our table joined successfully, a table folder. So our promotional folder table also comprises of two tables, the one for week 1. As you can see here, week 1 goes up to this point to 216, and then week 2 takes from 216 up to the final. So we can remove this, and then we change the data type here to text, and then here we change it to this one. We can just leave it the way it is, and then here the date, we change it to data type. Here, this one we change it to decimal, and then on promotion, this is text. Promotion price, this is decimal, and then on this one, I think it's okay because it comprises of the text and the numeric values. So this one, this one is okay. This one is decimal, yeah. And let's go to this one is decimal, so let's change it to decimal. This one is also decimal, and then we have week promo, so this one is whole number. So all our data type, all our table is in the right data type, So after that, just come to home, click on load, and close and load. Yes, so we have our promotional data combined, comprising of the week 1 and week 2, and then now let's go to another table or another data where we have the market data. So let's see the market data. Market data here we have week 1 and week 2 market data. So let's pull also into our Excel workbook. So bring the data, get data, file, folder. So for this is market data. You click on open, and then you come to transform. And then you select name, and content. Right click, remove other columns, and then you come to add column, custom, and then Excel workbook, into bracket, content, bracket, click on OK. You expand the custom, and then you untick here, OK. You'll come to kind here, you untick sheet, defined name, and then you click on OK. And then we will only going to remain with the name and the data. So select that and select that, and then you right click, you remove other columns, and then you expand it, and then you click on OK. Here you remove. So let's confirm. Yeah, I think this one is okay. week 1 up to also week 1 up to 216. So remove this, just remove it, change the data type of each and every column. This one leave it, this one change it to data type. This one is decimal, and then this one is numeric value, and then this one is decimal, and then we have this one is numeric also, so whole number. This one whole number. This one is decimal, decimal data type. And then we have this one is also decimal, and then we have this decimal, and then this one decimal, and then price market, this one is decimal, and so on. So our data is now clean, it has the right data type, so we can come to form, close and load. So we have the market data also within the market data within our Excel workbook. After that, let's come to another data. Let's confirm here. After that, let's go to seasonal. Let's go to historical actual orders first. So where is, so come to historical orders folder. So this one also comprises of week one and historical orders. We have week 1 and we have week 2. So just come to Excel, our workbook here, come to data, and then get data, and then come to file, folder. We choose the historical orders folder, and then we click on open. You'll come to transform. And then you highlight this and content, and then you right click, remove the other columns, and then come to add column, custom, and then here write Excel formula, Excel workbook, into bracket, content, close the bracket, and then click on OK, and then expand this, untick here, come to OK, and then kind sheet define name, and then click on OK, and then here I choose just name of the table, this, and the data, and then right click, remove other columns, and then you expand this. Here you expand it, so remove this, remove other columns, remove this, and then here change data type, text, here change, here you don't have to change, here you change to date, and then Yes, so here you change to this is whole number. You also change to order. Oh, this is also whole number. Actual order placed. Actual order placed is a whole number, and so on. So we have our data well cleaned. So we'll just come to home, click on close and load. Yeah, so we have our historical data in our Excel file. In our Excel workbook. So let's also go to another table here. So let's also use this. There's also a table for season data or overplay assumptions. So just come to overlay assumptions. So yeah, so there's the table for overlay assumptions here. So just come to Excel, come to workbook, okay, sheet data, and then get it folder. No, this one is not now a folder, this one is a file. So let's just come to data from this is an Excel file. So it's called assumption, overlay assumption. Overlay assumption, and then I will click on import. Yeah, so the sheet, this is the sheet. So just click here and then you, yeah, so we have the sheet here. Let's go to transform. Transform. Let's just transform. Let's select all this, and then right click. Not really right click, just come to replace value. So we want to get rid of the null value, so just type null and then we replace it with nothing. So this is the table for assumption overlay. Yes, so you can see here we have the seasonality index by month. So we have the month, and then here we have the seasonal index, and then here we have the promotional by customer, and then here we have customer and promo uplift. So after that, just come to home and then you click on load. Yes, so we have our table for overlay assumption, so you can decide to name it as overlay assumption, and then let's proceed to the other table. The other table After we have this, we have this, we have this. Now let's also have our table for product. So just come to, so table for product. Oh, where is it? Product table. Yeah, product master here. So just come to your Excel workbook, data, get data, and then this is also an Excel file. So just come to workbook and then search product master. So this is basically a table containing all the products our company is dealing with. So product master, click on import, and then just select it. Yeah, and then go to transform. First of all, let's rename this by right click, rename, and we call it, this one is product table. Let's just call it product table. This one was overlay. Just rename overlay assumption. This one was the data to do with seasonal. So let's go back to that. So here you will change it. So this one is okay. Description is the text. This one is numeric, decimal, and then here we have text, and then here we have text. So this one is okay. So it doesn't have a lot of stuff. So just come to home, close and load. So we have our table containing the details of our products, and then here we have we're also going to have another table which is table which is now customer here. So just come to data, get data. Customer is also in Excel file, and then come to, I think it's label customer data, or customer master. Oh yeah, customer master here, and then click on import. And then select and then transform. And then right click this one, rename it. Let's call it customer table. Yes, and then change the data type is okay. This one is okay. This one is okay. This one is okay. So we don't have time for that. So let's click it. Yeah, so we have the not really. No. No, we were supposed to make first. So let's just repeat this. Let's just remove this. Oh, let's just go back to data, get data, and then Excel, customer, customer master, this one. Select sheet 1, come to transform. So customer master, we are supposed to put the first column as, treat the first column as header. Yeah, and then you right click this. No, we can just put this one here, and then we say customer as header, and then after that we can delete this. Yeah, just delete it, and then click close and load. Yes, so we have corrected our customer table, and then so we have product, we have customer, we have. Now let's calculate the data type. So that one you will have to come to, where's the Excel workbook, come to Excel workbook, and then so we will going to have this our data type into this workbook. So let's pump the formula for us to calculate the table data, the date table. So let's start with week. So let's just say this is the column, I want it in bold. So week commencing, and then here, so the first day of this data is start from so let me confirm, it start from let's where is let's use this commencing from oldest to newest. Yeah, so it start from date 4. So let me just copy this, and then I take it to where there's this sheet 1. So let's copy this, paste it here. So this is, so we're going to write a formula here. So just write, so this is A2. We are just finding the weekly dates, the date of starting of each and every week, the date of starting date of each and every week, and then you click enter. After that, just come to this corner and then drag up to So let's find the last date of our, let's come to the historical order, and then we find the last date. So the last date is 17th of August. 17th of August 2026. 17th of August. So we'll have to, let's scroll it until 17th of August 2026. So this is the first column, and then second column, let's also find week number. So expand this, and then week number. Now I'm going to write equal week number, and then A2 comma. So our week start on Monday, so we'll choose 2 here. When our week starts on Monday, you will choose on 2. So just click on that, and then you click on, you'll close the bracket, and then you click on. So this is week number 19. So after that, just double click, and then each and every date is identified based on its week number. And then let's find month. Also, we're going to find the month formula for month. So just write text, and then from this date, and then, so we want the month to be in, so just write MMM, and then close the bracket, and then you click on enter, and then you come to here, you double click, and then each and every date will be identified based on each and every month. And then here you'll come to month number, month number, and then equals to month. So you just write month, month, and then you choose the date where you want to extract the month, and then you close the bracket, and then you double click here, and then each and every date is identified with its unique number. And then you'll come to quarter, and then equals to for Q, round up, month, A2 into bracket stroke 3 0, close the bracket. So this is quarter 2, and then we have year here, and then for year you'll just write select, and then you extract the year from this date here, equals to year, and then from this, and then you close the bracket, and then you say, so we have extracted year, and then have now year, month, year, month, year. So here you'll have equal text this, and then you'll just put the format of month, year. So MMM YYY, and then you, so we have month and year, and then come to, yeah, so we have month and year. So I think we have all the data. We have the customer focus, promotion, market, season, historical, product, and time table. So the next step now is where, so let's name this one, we call it date table. So the next step now is to now build the focus model using all this data, using all this data. Now let's start building the master focused model. So just click on here. So let's name this as master focused model. So let's start with the so we are basically pulling all the data, the data of all these files into this single sheet, which we've called it master focus. So let's start with historical customer. Let's start with historical customer. So we want to take this historical customer column into our main master focus table. So let's make sure all they are starting with they are bold. So we are starting with customer, and then so customer, we're going to get it by just using just write a formula where shall just write equal, and then you'll come to historical order, and then you just choose this, and then you click enter, and then once you click enter, you will just drag so let's go back to the customer and see the last column of customer history. The last column is 289. So let's just come to our main table and we drag until 289. Yeah, so it's around here. Yeah, if we try to add, yeah, so it's around 289. So that's our first column. Our second column, let's use SKU. This is the SKU code. This is basically the product code. Let's just call it that way. So this one also we shall going to use the same formula where just write equal, and then you'll come to historical order, and then just choose the first. And then for this one, after this, you just come to this one, and then you double click, and then you'll have all the SKU codes up to the last one. Yeah, up to the last one, and then you'll have, we are going to have the second, the next column is week commencing. So this one equal, and then also historical orders column, this, the bracket, and then you, after this you'll come to channel. So channel is in, I think channel is in customer table. So column channel is in customer table. So this one we shall going to use what we call VLOOKUP. So just come to here and then come to formula here, pop X lookup. So just type X lookup, click on it and then click OK. So the lookup value here, so let's just drag this, the lookup value. So we are looking, the lookup value is, so customer, and then lookup array, just go to lookup array is this one, lookup array is this, and then the lookup return, so we want to return the channel. So after that click on OK. So we have the name of the channel here. So after that just click on and then after that come to buyer, and then so buyer is found in customer table also. So we're also going to use the same shall going to use this as our lookup array, and this is our return array, and then lookup value will just use this. So it's like we are joining these two tables with the help of this customer, this being the lookup value. So just come to here, X lookup, and then lookup value is this one here, lookup array is this, and then lookup return is the buyer, and then you click on OK, and then you double click. So let's expand it, and we have all the, and then here we another column is unit per case, So let's expand this. So unit per case is found in, I think, product table, this one here, unit per case. So we want this table in, we want this column into the main focus model. So we're going to use this as our lookup array, and this is our lookup return, and then the lookup value will be in, we shall going to use this as our lookup value. So just click on here, X lookup, and then lookup value, this is the lookup value, and then lookup array, just come to product Product table lookup array is this one, is the lookup array, and then lookup return. Just come to product, lookup return is unit per case, and then you click on OK. So you'll have unit per case, and then you click on that. And then after that, let's come to case weight. Case weight. So this is a column for case weight. I put into kg. And then equal sign, case weight. This one also you're going to use the lookup, where I think case weight is in product. Case weight is in product, yeah. You're also going to use this as a lookup array, and this is our lookup return, and then lookup value, which are going to use the product code. So just click on that, come to lookup, OK. Lookup value is this one here, and then lookup array. Lookup array is this, and then lookup return is the case weight. Case weight, and then you click on OK, and then you double click, and then you'll come to forecast packs. Forecast. These are the forecast, let's say forecast number of units of the products. So this one, I think this one are found in historical. This one are found in customer forecast. The number of units the customer forecasted. So it's here. Forecast packs. So this one also just come to. So we shall going to use customer being our array. For this we shall going to use the sum if. We shall going to use a formula for sum if. So just come to because we are summing up the forecast packs in each and every month of each and every product. So come to here. So here we are summing up the forecast pack. So just write here sum ifs, and then you click OK. So sum range here is this. Let's go back to sum range is the forecast, and then criteria one is customer forecast. So we first of all want to customer forecast, and then criteria value, you come to A2 here, and then criteria range 2, you come also to customer forecast, and also we also filter based on product, and then you choose B2, and then come to criteria range to 3. We're also going to use weeks. Customer, and then here weeks, and then we choose this one, and then we say okay, and then we get the summation of forecast of each and every customer in each and every product in a given period of time. That's why we've used all the combination of all those criterials. And then after this, also we're going to find the actual packs. So this one was for forecast packs. Now let's calculate the actual packs. Actual packs. Actual packs. So let's expand this. Also, this one we are going to use some if, but actual packs is found in historical orders. So also we are going to use 3 criteria: the customer, the product, and the time. We want to find the number of actual units of each and every product in a given customer. So just come to, so that one we shall going to generate we shall going to get our actual orders pack in historical order. So come to here, and then some if, some range here. Now this one we shall going to get it from historical order, some range, and then criteria range here. Let's start with the criteria for customer, and then we specify, and then let's also use criteria for products here, and then the also criteria for the week. Come to historical order, week, and then we specify from this, and then we click on OK, and then after this now it's forecast cases, forecast cases. So let's expand this. Forecast cases, this one is, we shall going to divide this for the actual forecast, divide by the number of, so it's like one pack is equal to one pack. So this one we shall going to divide the number of packs, we divide by this. Number of packs we divide by, so it's like 1 unit pack, 1 pack is equal to 8 cases. So no, 1 case is equal to 8 units. So 8 unit packs. What about 13? So basically we shall going to divide H here with this one, F2. So let's just use a formula. This one you divide it with this, and then you get it. So we can also change to fewer number of decimal, so in decrease 1 2 3, no, increase to 1 2. Yeah, so we have the decimal places 2 decimal places in each. After that, come to forecast tons. Forecast tons. Forecast tons, this one is basically we are multiplying this J2, this one, we are multiplying it with the case. So you multiply the case weight here times the forecast cases, and then we divide by 1000 because we want the number of units to be in tons. So just take equal J2 times, multiply this case weight, and then we divide it with 1000, and then we're going to have this. And then let's reduce the number of decimal. Let's make it number, change this to number, and then reduce. Okay, yeah, and then we have actual cases, column actual cases, basically this is the we are simply dividing the actual packs with the unit per case. So equal sign actual packs, we divide it with unit per case, and then we so let's change it to decimal. Yes, so we are done with actual cases, and then also let's find actual tons. Actual tons. So this is equal sign. So we are basically dividing these actual cases. We are multiplying these actual cases with the case weight, and then we divide it into 1000 because the total case weight will be in kg. So let's just take the this one, we multiply it with this one, and then we divide it with 1000, and then we come to home. Number, yeah. After this, let's calculate variancy. Variancy basically is we are finding the forecasted values minus the actual value, or I mean the actual values, the actual packs minus the forecasted packs. So we are basically equal to actual cases I mean actual packs, we are subtracting it with forecasted packs, and then we get the difference. Yeah, and then after this, let's find bias. So this one basically we shall going to use if error. So equal to if error and 2 we are dividing it with h2 here, and if error we return to 0 and then equal to, and then so let's go back to numbers. Yes, so I think this one is okay, and then we calculate we calculate absolute error, so let's call it a percent. So if we shall going to use if error abs also this one we shall going to n2 divide with I and then if error we return it to 0. So come to home, numbers, yeah. Also we can make this value into percentage. So let's just come to and then percentage. Also let's make this one into percentage, and then let's now go to another column, accuracy level. Accuracy level is basically we shall going to subtract 100% minus the apps column. So accuracy let's say accuracy level so this one is basically 100% minus this one, and then we get, and then we use number, we reduce the number of and then percentage. Yeah, let's increase it to 2, or let's just decrease to 1. Yeah, so this is the percentage accuracy level. And then after this, now let's go to another column, which is order placed, orders orders placed. So orders placed is found in, I think it's found in historical orders here, orders placed. So this one we shall going to use some if so that we can calculate the orders placed in to a specific customer of a specific product in a given period of time, in a specified period of time. So we shall going to use some if, and then we shall going to use 3 criteria. So just come to formula, sum ifs, and then click on, and then the sum range here we are using the orders placed. This is the sum range. And then first criteria is this orders. Where's the, let's first use this customer, specify customer, and then we specify, we click here, and then criteria number 2, come to criteria number 2, product. Let's specify the product, and then you'll come to and click on this, and then we'll proceed to criteria number 3, which is now time. So for our case here, we shall going to use week commencing, and then we shall going to specify the time, and then we click on. Yeah, so this is the orders placed, and then you just expand it. I mean, just double click, and then you'll have the, and then another table, another column, sorry, we shall going to use orders on time. Orders on time. Orders on time. So this one also, I think it's found in the historical orders. So this orders delivered on time. So we're also going to use some if so that you can calculate the total orders placed on time in a specified of a given of a specific customer, specific product, and specific date. So that means we shall going to use this as our sum range, and then we specify the customer, product, and the week. So let's start. So yes, so just click on that, and then sum ifs, sum range is now the placed orders on time. So this is the sum range. Criteria 1, let's start let's start with the customer. So this is the criteria 1, and then you click on customer here, and then criteria 2, let's use product here, and then we click here, and then criteria 3 is the time. So let's click on historical order, the criteria range 3, and then time, and then we click on. So we have the orders placed on time, and then we click on expand, and then service level. Let's calculate service level. So this one we shall going to calculate in percentage. So service level, basically here we shall going to divide the orders placed on time with the total, with the orders placed, with the orders placed, the total orders placed. So just write equal, we divide this, we divide that with this, and then we change it into percentage so that we calculate the service level. So percentage to yeah, and then yeah, so we have the service level of each and every let's say transaction. And then we have month, and then we have month. So for month, just come to month. Month is found in so we can just get month from here. Month is found in is found in this. So let's just write the formula. Month here. So so this one we shall going to use x lookup, and then lookup range. Lookup range here is, lookup value is this one here. Lookup value is this one. We want to extract month from this, and then lookup array. So this one is found in date table. Lookup array. This is the lookup array, and then have return array, which is we want to return month, and then we click on OK, and then we double click, and then we'll have all month. Yeah, and then after that we can go on, and another column is seasonality index. Seasonality index. So seasonality index here is basically, we are also going to use, so seasonality index is found in overlay assumption. Here is found in overlay assumption. So therefore we'll also going to use VLOOKUP here. So just click on that and then come to here, X lookup, click on OK. Lookup value is, lookup value here is lookup value, lookup value, I think lookup value is month here, month. Lookup value is month. Lookup value is, as we see, we have the month. Oh, no, the month. First of all, let's find the, let's remove this. Here we are supposed to find month number, not month name. Or we can just, so month number here. So instead of, So where's the table? Instead of this, we were supposed to use this. So let's adjust this to CC to DD, so that we have D, yeah, and then we change, and so that in seasonality, because we have the overlay assumption here, it comprises of month number, not month name. So, and we have to use the month number so that we can use XLOOKUP for us to get the seasonality index into our main table. So let's come to, so we look up, so XLOOKUP there. So lookup value is this one here, and then lookup X-ray, lookup array. Now it's in assumption, the assumption. So lookup array is this range here, lookup array range, and then return array. Return array is also return array, so we want the seasonality index. So this is the return array, and then we click on OK. So we'll have the seasonality index. But for this, we'll have to add some, because there's this error, so we'll have to add some here, some $sign. So just click on, you add $sign here, you add $sign. Also here you add $sign, and then you also come to here, just add $sign, and here you also add $sign, and then you click on, and then come to now. So we'll have all our index. We're going to have all our index. Yeah, seasonality index. And then the other one, now we shall going to calculate seasonality adjusted forecast. Seasonality adjusted forecast. Seasonality adjusted forecast. And then here, so here we shall going to multiply. Simply we shall going to multiply the forecast packs, we multiply it with the seasonality index. Forecast packs, so here's the forecast packs. Forecast packs, sorry, we multiply it with the seasonality index, so that we get the forecast. So that it's more of like we are including the seasonality aspect in predicting the actual values. After that, just click on that, and then click on here, and we have the adjusted forecast after considering the seasonality index. And then after this, I think also we will have another column here called promo uplift. So it's called promotion uplift. Promo uplift. So this is promo uplift. So this one we shall going to get it by using so promo uplift also is found in overlay assumption, as you can see here. The customer and their respective promotion uplift. When there's a promotion, this customer, the sales increase by this percentage, and this customer, the sales increase by this percentage. So we can, let's change this into percentage. Yeah, so when there's a promotion, this customer, most probably the sales increase by 5%, this one increased by 8, and this one increased by, so we want to also to include this promo uplift in our main table. So let's come to now, so let's use VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, we shall going to use customer as our lookup value. So come to here, XLOOKUP, customer being our lookup value, customer, yeah, customer, and then XLOOKUP. Now this one we shall going to use the assumption, this our lookup array, and then our return array is this, the uplift, the promo uplift, and then we click on OK, and then we so let's change this into percentage. Percentage here, yeah, and then we, yeah, so this one also will have to add the, we'll have to add the $sign to get rid of this error. And then and then we, now let's do it. Yes, so we have our promo uplift here, and then also we have a column for original farm, original farm, let's calculate the forecasted adjusted forecast. So here let's calculate the final adjusted forecast. So here we'll have, so this is basically, we shall going to multiply the adjusted seasonal forecast. So just this, we multiply it with 1 plus promo uplift to bracket, and then we have this is the final adjusted forecast. So let's change it to number of decimal places, a number here, and then we so we have the final adjusted forecast. And then also we can add another column which is called original farm. So this is just a column from I think products, yeah, original farms. We also want to include it into the main forecast model. So for this we shall also going to use VLOOKUP, where we just come to this one, XLOOKUP, and then lookup value of course it's products. This is the lookup value, and then lookup array, just come to products table, lookup array. This is the lookup array, and then lookup return, go back to products, lookup return. We are returning this one here, so click on OK, and then and then here, so we have our original farm, and then also we have another column, it's called UK pack site, which is also, we shall going to use lookup, XLOOKUP, and then lookup value. Lookup value is B2, the product, and then lookup array. This one is found in the product table, lookup array, and then return array, also it's in the product table, return array. So we want to return this one, and then we're going to click on OK, and then we expand it, so now we have our master forecast model. So we will going to take this master forecast model into Power BI. Now let's take this forecast model into Power BI and start building the visuals. So just come to Power BI, come to Get Data, Excel Workbook, Master Forecast Model, and then click on Open. And then here you will choose Master Focus Model. You will choose Product, and you will choose Customer. No, Customer Table. And then go to Load. Yes, so we have our data successfully arrived in the Power BI. So let's go to Power Query and do some data transformation. So we are now in Power Query. So let's change the data types. So the data type of this column is okay. The data type of this, the data type of this is okay. This one is okay. This one also. Unit, weight, forecast, actual packs. Yeah, this one, let's make it to 2 decimal places. Let's change to decimal number. Fixed decimal number. Yes. Here, and then also this one, fixed decimal numbers. Fixed decimal number. Yeah, this one is okay also. So I think this one is just okay. Then let's go to product. Also on this let's add another column for year. Come to add column. So here you have the year. Select year, and then also here select month name, name of month, month number. So I think we already have month number here. You already have month number. Yeah, we already have month number. Yeah, you already have month number. And then let's say name of day. Name of day. Here we have name of day, and so let's proceed to this one. This one, data type is okay. This one, data type. This one also is okay. So let's just come to home, close and apply. So after that, you'll come to model view and build the data model. Yes, I think here. So we have facts. So we have customer. We'll drag it to, let's just customer. We'll drag it to customer. Here customer, we'll drag it to customer. So I think this one is okay. And then here product code. Product code, you will also drag it to product code. So this one is okay. So now let's go to report view. Now let's build measures. So let's start with the first measure, that is the total forecast. So just right click and then total forecast equals to so this is basically sum of forecast model total forecasts in terms of packs. Yeah, this one, you close the bracket and then you call it, you click and then you right click again, new measure, and then so this one we should go into total actual packs equals to sum actual packs, click and also let's specify this, say total forecast packs. And then let's also calculate total actual in tons, total actual tons. So this is basically sum of actual tons. So it's the actual tons, this one here, and then click enter. And then also we can calculate accuracy level. So we're going to call it weighted accuracy level measure. So let's call it weighted accuracy. This is more of like average accuracy, the overall average accuracy level equals to so this one will divide sum accuracy times master actual packs into bracket sum master forecast. Actual packs, then you put into yes. So also we can convert it into percentage. So come to and then let's just confirm it. Yeah, so this is the weighted accuracy level. So just remove, and then also let's calculate our service level percentage equals to So divide some master focus orders on time, comma, some orders placed. Then click on enter. Also we can convert it into percentage, so let's confirm it. Yeah, so this is the service level. Yeah, so after that, let's now start building the dashboard. So click on text box so that you can draw the title. 28, so let's call it Flamingo produce forecast performance dashboard, and then we make it bold, make it at the center. We change the color to blue, and then effects, you come to shadow, we make it yeah, and then now let's go to the KPI. So the KPI, so let's start with the total. Let's start with the total forecast. Total focus, come to call out value, make it bold, make it dark black, we can also make it blue, and then category level, let's make it dark black, and then make it bold, and then come to general effects, shadow, copy paste, yes. So here we can put actual packs, and then copy paste, we can put actual packs in tons, and then can also copy paste, we can put Let's stretch this up to here, center. So here let's put the average accuracy level. Let's make it 1, or let's just make it 0. Yes, this is the average accuracy level. Copy, paste, and then now let's work on the service level. Service level. So service level is 85%, 95%. Okay, let's make that way. And then after this, now let's bring slicers. So let's bring slicers. So slicers we can only use maybe slicers for description, scheme description, and also maybe a customer. So slicer. Okay. So let's start with the customers, and then let's go to slicer setting. Let's make it drop down, and then let's go to effects, background. Let's change it to bluish, and then we have our slicer. We have our slicer here. Yeah. Copy, paste. Let's make it a bit longer. So let's also use description. Yeah, so we have the description here. Also copy paste. For slicer also let's use let's use original farm. Yeah, and then copy paste, and then channel. Yeah, so yeah, and then here let's put it here. And then let's put it here. Yeah, so we have our title, we have our title. Now let's bring this here and this one here. This one, let's take it here. This one, let's take it here. And then let's stretch this to the very yeah. Yeah, so we have slices and we have the dashboard there, I mean the title. So now let's start building the visuals. So we will start with accuracy level by month. So let's use this accuracy level by month. So click, where is here, month name, month, accuracy level, weighted accuracy. So we have our accuracy level by month, but the month we need to make it start from the May, June, July up to August. So just click on the month name and then come to sort, and then here you'll sort by month number. So just sort it and then come to this, just come to this, sort by month name and sort it ascending. So now we have May, June, and also since we already know this, these are the name of month, so we shall going to remove the x-axis title. So just come to x-axis, remove title, and then make this number bold. Also use dark black. Yes, so we have all those. And then weighted accuracy, so also going to remove the title in y-axis. Y-axis, y-axis, remove title. Yeah, so also let's also activate labels. Yeah, and then let's make our title at the center. Let's make our title at the center. Let's make it bold. We increase it and then we make it at the center. Yeah, and then also we go to effects, we activate shadow, we just make it with the color like this, and then we call it our first chart. After that let's also measure the service level by customer. So paste copy paste, and then so here we are using a bar chart for the service level by customer. So just come to bar charts, but for this case we are using customer service level, customer service level. Yes, so we have customer service level here where we can see M and S is the one having a good customer level percentage, and then after that, now let's expand the height of our worksheet here. So come to canvas setting, come to custom. Now expand it to, let's expand it to 9. So yes, so we have expanded it, and then let's add another bar chart. So let's copy and then we put it here, and then let's add let's compare actual focus versus actual packs by customer. So customer, so focused, let's add total focused packs and total focused not total focused packs, total actual packs, total actual packs. Yes, so those are the for total focused packs. So let's increase a little bit, and then also let's draw a table to summarize the performance by customer. So let's copy paste. So come to table. Yes, so customer packs, let's also add accuracy level, and also let's add service level. So this is basically a summary of customer by performance. Yeah, we can also add a table for, let's add a table for just a table for yeah. So let's come to this 50. Yeah, and then let's add a table for month. instead of customer, let's add month name. Yeah, let's put it here. Where is it? Yeah, let's put month name here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then let's expand this to here. So from this now we can get the insights, and we can provide recommendation for the business to make the right decision. So let's just call this one executive dashboard. Yeah, so from this we can get the insights and recommendation and provide recommendations so that the management can make the best decision